Presenting Janet's video. She'll be in the tower. And later on in the late model event, we will have an in-car camera. So this race will be covered by 3 different cameras tonight. Janet spends a lot of time editing these 3 tapes back together. And if you want to see some of her action, right now on sale at her booth down behind the grandstand is a 3-cam video she shot for the Winged Sportsman event we had on Sunday. She has finally got that tape put together after the rain out, and if you would like to see what it looks like here at Freedom Raceway to have 3 cameras in action, stop down and check out her tape at the booth. Freedom Raceway. Up on the point, it's going to be the number 19. That's a Larry Dupree car. Next to him, the 3, that's Randy Kessler. It'll be the 75, that's Paul Burrows. The 18 of Rick Wolf. The 2 of Kenny Barber. The 46 of Brian Blovett, and the 32W of Westlake. Those are the cars as they get set to go. This 8-lap qualifying event for the late model Super Stocks. Burrows and Wolf and Barber, Blovett, Westlake, they come out of turn number 4. The green flag falls over the field tonight. In the second, but it looks like this race is all wrapped up for ground as he comes down onto the main straightaway. Dupree runs in the second position, and then the race is going to be for third. That's between the number 18 car, that's Rick Wolf, and the 75 of Paul Burrows. We see Ken Barber having a little trouble with that 2 car. He has a lot of smoke coming out of that car. It's been that way for the last few weeks, and it just keeps running out there. Kessler comes down and takes a halfway signal from your starter. That number 3 car is really hooked up and flying tonight as he pulls away from the rest of the field. We go back onto the back straightaway. There's Larry Dupree in the number 19 car, and the closest race on the track continues to be for 3rd place. Rick Wolf in that number 18. That's the only Ford powered out here at Freedom Raceway. He's followed by the track conditions a little green out here as they've worked this water into the track all along. Randy Kessler seems to have his car. Head starter gives him the 2 flag up indication. 2 more laps in this, the first of 3 qualifying events. Around the white flag. He's got plenty of track between him and the 2nd place car, that being Larry Dupree in the 19. This time by the checkered flags, it'll come out, and the winner of the first qualifying race will be Randy Kessler. The 19 of Larry Dupree brings it home in second. It'll be Rick Wolf in the 18 and Paul Burrows in the 75. Ken Barber rounds out the top 5 in his number 2 car. For the late model Super Stocks. Up on the point, it's the 72. That's the George Ritter machine. Next to him, the familiar 22 of Pete Tengu. It'll be the 20. The 28 of Ed Carley. Then it's going to be the 86 of Paul Weber. Be the 0 of Don Wagner, the B9 of Doug Pringle. We work down to the 99 car, that being driven by Cliff Blakesley, and bringing up the rear of the field is a familiar number 88. That's the Rick Tingyu machine. That's the field of cars as they get ready to get underway. This 8-lap qualifying event, the second of 3 for the late model Super Stocks. George Ritter brings him down out of turn number 4. Once again, the green flag falls over the field. We're underway with the second qualifying event for the late model street stock. Side. Tingyu continues to work that high groove as they come out of 2 onto the back straightaway. Keep your eye on the 28 of Carly. Carly moving up through the pack there. And also here comes the B9 of Pringle. Pringle up on the outside in that B9. He's going to make it a 3-way battle for second as they work onto the main straightaway. Tingyu holds on to the lead, but he gets a little tap from Ritter that slows him down. They work down the back straightaway, and here comes Pringle. Keep your eye on Doug Pringle in the B9. He's up on the outside, but the faster groove's down on the bottom. Pete Tingyu tries to hold him off as they come to the line. Looks like Pringle's got that car hooked up and ready to run. Pringle gets a little bite as he comes off the corner, but Pete Tingyu's still down on the inside in that 22 car. All the way from the back of the pack up to third, the 88 of Rick Tingyu. Rick Tingyu now moves right in on the back bumper of Pete Tingyu in that 22 car. Pringle in the B9 has taken over the lead, but he's got a lot of competition back there, both of Pete Tingyu and Ricky Tingyu. Out of turn number 4, on in the main straightaway. Doug Pringle keeps that B9 rolling. Pete Tingyu right behind him, and here comes Ricky. Ricky having all kinds of problems trying to get by Pete. Pete's all over the track in that number 22 car, but there goes Ricky. Ricky down on the inside. He slides up in front of Pete. Now it's time to run down Doug Pringle. Onto the main straightaway. He's got 2 more laps to do it. 2 more times around. Pringle hooked up and ready to run in that B9. He's got a commanding lead as he works off turn number 4. He's got about 3 car lengths, but Ricky now down on the low groove. Ricky moves that 88 car up to the pack from last position to second. Now it's time to run down the B9. Rick looking for a little bite there. This is a white flag lap. Pringle up on the high side, Tingyu down on the low side. They come down to the line. Traction's on the high side. The checkered flag is going to fall for Doug Pringle. Rick thinks they're still racing. Ricky Tingyu in the 88 comes from. It's a big round for Doug Pringle. Third and final qualifying event. This is the late model Super Stock. The green flag comes out. Up on the point, you got Al Brewer in that number 91, and he's taking the challenge from Ron Evans. Tonight, Ron Evans will be running an in-car camera in that number 35 car. We're going to have that all on tape for you and available next week. Right behind them, we got the 101. That's Doug Clank. He hasn't been back here this year. He is a seasoned competitor on this 3rd mile dirt, but we haven't seen him yet this year. The 2B, that's Bob Babbitt in that multicolored Dayglow car. He works his way up into the 3rd position as he gets by Dave Clank. Right now, the battle's up front as they work off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Al Brewer in the 91 and the 35 of Ron Evans. Evans sneaks that yellow 35 right up on the back bumper of Brewer, but Brewer thunders out of turn number 4. Bob Babbitt in the 2B brings his car up into that 3rd position. He's going to make the challenge, but it looks like Brewer's got that car hooked up and going. Brewer in the 91 starts to pull away from the rest of the field. Ron Evans in the 35 tries to reel him in. They come by to take the halfway signal from your head starter. We're 4 laps down in this 8-lap qualifying event. Brewer seems to have this race in control. In that number 91 car, he steadily pulls away from the 35 of Evans. Evans a lot faster down into the corners, but Brewer's got the power coming off as once again he pulls away on the back straightaway. Little trouble up there in the back with the number 44 car as he slowly works his way off turn number 4. He's a newcomer here to Freedom Raceway. As your leader now comes out of 4 to take the 2 flag up indication. 2 more times around for the 91 of Brewer and the 35 of Evans. Evans sneaks right up on the back end of that 91, but once again off the corner, Al Brewer pulls away. Brewer down on the low side, out of turn number 4. The white flag comes out. Going to be one more time around. Ron Evans having a little trouble with that 35 car, just not as fast as Brewer is out there tonight. Brewer continues to pull away. Out of turn number 4 on the main straightaway, the checkered flag's going to fall, in the winner of the 3rd and final qualifying event for the late model Super Stocks will be the number 91 of Al Brewer. Evans brings it home in 2nd. Bob Babbitt will bring it home in 3rd, and Dave Klink will be 4th. Qualifying event for the late model Super Stocks. Now on the main straightaway for his victory photograph. A big round of applause for Al Brewer. Track, the Freedom Raceway Slippy's Collision Safety Car. Behind it, in tow, getting ready for their 25-lap feature event. This is the late model Super Stocks. Shown to be on the pole, but not yet out there. That's the number 3, the Randy Kessler machine. Then we have the 19, that being driven tonight by Larry Dupree. Outside of him will be the 75, that's the Paul Burrows machine. It'll be the 2 of Ken Barber, the B9 of Doug Pringle, the 88 of Rick Tingue, the 22 of Pete Tingue, the 28 of Ed Carley, the 35 of Ron Evans. He's got our in-car camera tonight. And it's going to be the 46, that's Brian Blovett, the 72 of George Ritter, the 18 of Rick Wolf, the 32W of Westlake, the 99 of Bill Malroy, the 86 of Paul Weber, the 0 of Don Wagner. Then it'll be the 91. That's the Al Brewer machine. We got the 2B out there. That's Bob Babbitt. We got the 101 is Dave Klink. The 77 of Art Crawford, the 44 of Dave Fagan, and the number 1 car who pulled in late tonight, Jason Amadak. Amadak wasn't out here for qualifiers, so he's ready to go racing here. Base car's pulled down off the track. The safety lights are off up in turn number 1 and on the back straightaway. Head starter looks him over. Kessler brings him down. Off the lead, but they start to bunch up in the back of the pack as they move down the back straightaway. The 19 of Dupree rides in the 2nd position, but here comes the B9. Doug Pringle and that B9 has really been putting on a show tonight as we see Dupree loop it down in turn number 2. Pete Tingue slips by in that 22 car to take over the 3rd position. And here comes Rick Tingue up through the pack. Tingue having his problems. He got up into the Dupree car, and that let the 35 of Ron Evans. and then let the 35 of Ron Evans go by. Caution out on the track. Ed Carley in that 28 car got tangled up down there in turn number 4. That's going to bring out the first caution in tonight's feature. The 88 car. Down one lap in the history books in this 25-lap event. Head starter looks them over. They're going to turn them loose in turn number 3. Cars start to speed up. They come into 4. Head starter looks them over. Green flag comes out. We're back under racing action here. Kessler didn't get as much of a jump. Positions right now. Kessler brings that herd of cars out of turn number 4. Pringle all over the back of the cars. We got a big stack up in turn number 3. Cars all over the place up in turn number 3. Some of them getting restarted. They're trying to get back out on the track. In-car camera tonight. The 72 of George Ritter, the 18 of Wolf, the 99 of Bill Malroy. We got the 2 of Barber, the 2B of Babbitt. The 44 car, that's Dave Fagan. Next to him is Westlake in the 32W, the 101 of Dave Klink, Brian Blovett, the 0 of Don Wagner, the 1 of Jason Amadek. Those are the field of cars as they get ready to get underway with the conclusion of this feature event. Out of turn number 4, the green flag falls. Front straightaway. Kessler gets out to an early lead, but he's got some fast company right behind him. That's Doug Pringle in the B9. And here comes Ricky Tingu in the 88. We got problems up in turn number 2. Number 2. Caution flag over the field one more time. Caution out. We got a flat tire out there on the 99 car. That's the Bill Malroy car. We can see that the left rear tire on that car has gone flat. That caused him to go around up in turn number 2. That's going to bring us back down underneath the caution. Once again, locations once more out to the field is going to be green next time by. Cars in the proper running orders. They're running on lap number 1, the last completed lap. Burroughs, Rick Tingu, Ron Evans, Ritter, Barber, Babbitt, Klink. These cars all ready to go. They work out of turn number 3. Once again, your head starter looks them over. Green flag flies over the field as they thunder down the main straightaway. We got them 3 wide. Tingu put it 3 wide out of turn number 2. Pringle gets the inside groove. He picks up that second position. They're going by Dupree fast. Once again, 3 wide on the main straightaway. Pringle once again comes out on top of that battle. He remains your second place driver. But here comes Rick and Pete Tingu. More trouble down in turn number 2. That's the 19 of Dupree goes around down there. And once again, the caution flag is out. Caution falls over the field. That's for the 19, the Ron Dupree car. 6 car, that's the Paul Weber machine. So those 2 cars stop down in turn number 2. Once again, the indication has gone out to the field. It's going to be green next time by. Cars now Pringle. Then it's a row of Tingus. Pete down on the inside, Ricky on the outside. Got Ritter in the 72 and Wolf in the 18. Cars start to speed up as they move through turn number 4. Green flag comes out over the field. Cars move through the front straightaway. Now it's a battle of Tingus up there as they try to take away second place from Doug Pringle. Keep your eye on Bob Babbitt in the number 2 car. He's really moved that car up through the field. But right now the show's Randy Kessler. Kessler continues to lead this in that number 3 car. Pringle rides in the second position, but he's got some fast company behind him. Here comes Ricky to put a move on Pete Tingu as they move up through. Greg Wolf goes around up at turn number 2. He collects up the 101, a clank, and out comes another caution flag. Once again, caution falls over the field. Rick Wolf in the 18 car slid way up high, getting off that corner there and collected up the 101 of Dave Klink. Klink got his car refired, but we could see that Wolf sits up on the top of the banking there. The number 18, the only Ford car in this field of Chevys. Four laps down on this 25-lap event. Once again, we're under caution here at Freedom Raceway. Late model super stocks now in the proper running order, slowly working their way down the back straightaway. Caution lights are off on the back straightaway. The head starters indicated to the field it's going to be green next time by. Field pretty well sorted out now. Once again, Randy Kessler brings them out of turn number 4. Green flag flies over the field, but here comes Doug Pringle in the B9. So Pringle really coming up through there from that outside pole position as they run side by side down the back straightaway. Pringle really putting a push on here in that B9 car, putting the pressure to Randy Kessler in the 3. Rick Tingu in the 88 rides in the 3rd position, and that's going to be Bob Babbitt in the 2B. 4 cars up in that front back as, again, it's Kessler and Pringle for 1st and 2nd. Out of turn number 4 onto the main straightaway. Kessler's going to lead this lap, but not by much as Pringle is really knocking at the door. Pringle up on the high side. They're still 2 by 2 down that back straightaway. Top 4 cars start to pull away from the rest of the field. As up comes Bob Babbitt in the number 2 car to really make a show of this. Rick Tingu in the 88 rides in the 3rd position. And here goes Pringle. Pringle gets by on the back straightaway. He's now your new leader as caution flag is out once again. Caution flies over the field. It's going to be for the number 1 car. That's a Jason Amedek machine that sits down on the inside of turn number 3. The lights are off on the back straightaway. Doug Pringle brings him around this time in the B9. Pringle got quite a jump on the start there. He was way ahead of Kessler when they come out of turn number 4. Your head starter didn't like the way he looked, so he stuck the green flag in his pocket and pulled the yellow back out. There's going to be Don Wagner next to him, Pete Tingu. Once again, they come out of turn number 4. This time the green flag comes out. Side by side down the front straightaway for the 1st position, but it's Doug Pringle down on the inside. Kessler fights hard up on the outside, but not enough as Pringle comes down through. Rick Tingu putting a lot of heat on the 3 of Kessler as they come out of turn number 4. Tingu taking up a lot of racetrack down there. We can see Ron Evans have his problems in the 35 car. Evans blocking the track as Pete Tingu tries to get that 22 worked up through there. Doug Pringle brings them back down to the line in that B9. Car's really starting to slide high up on the track here. Top 4 cars start to pull away from the field as we can see Ron Evans having problems with that 35 car. Pringle gets a little breathing room over your 2nd place car, that being the 3 of Randy Kessler. Then it's going to be the 88 of Rick Tingu and the 2 of Bob Babbitt. Battle on the track now is for 5th. That's Ron Evans in the 35 and Pete Tingu in the 22. Tingu having a little problem getting by him there. Pete has had one of the faster running cars here. He pulled into the pits, which put him to the rear of the field, but he's really driven his way up through there. He's by the Ron Evans car, and he'll start to run down the top 4. Meanwhile, Pringle pulls away as he gets a halfway signal from your starter. Pringle getting a little breathing room between him and the rest of the field. Kessler in the number 3 rides in the 2nd position, and then it's the 88 of Rick Tingu and Bob Babbitt. Tingu and Babbitt really back there battling for that 3rd position. 4th is Pete Tingu in that 22 car. He's making a real effort to run down these leaders as we're in the closing stages of this race. Lap flag being given to the 44 car, that of Dave Fagan, as your leader goes by. So your leader's starting to lap traffic now as he works his way out of the 4th turn and down onto the main straightaway. 2nd and 3rd place car, 4th place cars start to work their way around lap traffic as they're way down on the inside here, and that's going to slow them down quite a bit. Now we see Rick Tingu up on the outside, Bob Babbitt down on the bottom, and that number 2 car. The battle right now is for the 3rd position. Babbitt really working hard down there in that number 2 car. He takes Tingu up to the high side. Babbitt down in the low side as they come out of 2 down the back straightaway. Bob Babbitt takes the position. Now he'll work on Randy Kessler. Tingu goes around up at turn number 3. He drove too hard down into the corner, got that car looped around, and caution's got to fall over the track. So once again, these late models come under the caution flag for Rick Tingu in the 88. Cars now in the proper lineup orders. They were running on lap number 16, the last completed lap. Your leader, who had quite a bit of distance built up between him and the 2nd place car, Doug Pringle in the B9. Behind him, Randy Kessler in the 3. Then it's the 2 of Bob Babbitt, the 22 of Pete Tingu, the 35 of Ron Evans, the 72 of George Ritter, the 0. That's Don Wagner. Then it's going to be the 1 of Amedek, the 2 of Barber. Cars work their way down into the 4th turn. Green flag comes out over the field once again, and off goes Doug Pringle, and around goes Bob Babbitt. Bob Babbitt. Out over the field once again, and off goes Doug Pringle, and around goes Bob Babbitt. Bob Babbitt loops it down on the main straightaway, and that's going to bring the caution out again. And around goes Ricky Tingu, and just barely gets missed by Rick. These cars back in the proper lineup order. It's worked their way out of turn number 4. The green flag falls. Pringle gets a good jump off the field. It is a single file restart. Pringle leads him into turn number 2, and he's got Kessler all over his back bumper. Currently rides in the 5th position. Stacked together down there. The battle right now is for the 4th position. You got Don Wagner, George Ritter, and Jason Amadak down there battling for that 4th position as your leader works his way into turns number 1 and 2. Pringle starting to run away with this show, but he's got Kessler right on his back bumper. Then there's a big gap back to the next group of cars. Ron Evans rides in the 3rd position with that 35, and then he's got Don Wagner right behind him in the 0. Wagner now starting to work hard on the 35 of Pringle. Looks like a battle shaping up for the 3rd position as they work through turns 1 and 2. Caution flag once again out over the field. We got a car stopped up on the back straightaway, and that'll bring caution out once again. That looks like the 32W of Bill Westlick that sits up on the top of the back straightaway there. He's slowly crawling out of the car as the safety crew makes its way over. Once again, the safety lights are off on the back straightaway. 19 laps have been completed. Doug Pringle brings this field of cars down. About to get ready with the conclusion of this feature event, and here comes Pringle. Green flag flies over the field as they come by the start-finish line. Doug Pringle still trying to hold off the number 3 of Randy Kessler, and there's a big gap as they pull away from the 3rd and 4th place cars. Ron Evans and Don Wagner right into the 3rd and 4th position. As once again we got all kinds of melee up in turn number 4. The 72 of George Ritter sits on the bottom of turn number 4 there, and that's going to bring the caution out once again. Late model super stocks, 5-lap shootout. Once again, Pringle brings them down to the line. Your head starter looks them over. The green flag's out. Kessler sticks his nose down underneath, but not enough as Pringle takes off into turns 1 and 2. Once again, Pringle and Kessler just stretch out from the rest of the field as they go down the back straightaway. Ron Evans now got that 35 fired up below as he rides in the 3rd place, but he's got Don Wagner all over his back bumper, and here comes Jason Amadak. Three-way battle for 3rd place as they work out of 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Wagner up the inside. Evans shuts him off as they go down into turn number 3. Pringle continues to dominate this event as he pulls away from the 3 of Kessler. But the battle's in the back of the pack. That's 3rd position with 3 cars going in as your leader takes the 2 flags up. Got Evans up on the outside, Pringle down on the low side, and Amadak. And here comes Ricky Tingu. Rick Tingu up the outside, made it 3 wide down the front straightaway. He is on the warpath as he comes up through the field. Your leader on the main straightaway, Doug Pringle, takes the white flag. Pringle now on the back straightaway. It's going to be... He's way ahead of the rest of the field. He works his way out of turn number 4. The checkered flag falls. The winner's going to be Doug Pringle. Randy Kessler brings it home, and then it's going to be Ron Evans, Jason Hamannek, and Doug Pringle. Dan Wagner gets spun right there at the end. Wagner gets spun right there at the end. He gets around, and we got 25 laps in. I don't know if Doug Pringle's coming around to get the picture of the good side of his car, or this is a Polish victory lap, as Rusty Wallace, the winner up in New Hampshire, did in honor of Alan Kowicki. Down front for his picture. It took a long time to run. He was out there over an hour. A big round of applause for the winner, Doug Pringle. Trophy presentations for Celebrity Night here to benefit Ronald McDonald House being made on behalf of the management of Freedom Raceway.